like switching this off, you said, was that the goal? Was that the intention? Like where was that coming from and where did it escalate to? Like what was the reasoning behind it for you?
The easiest way for me to describe it is that it was like an allergy. It was once I had a sip or a hit or a sniff or whatever it was, I wanted more and I couldn't turn that off. And I never could. It was like from the very first time, I didn't take 2 shots and say, you know what? I don't want to get busted by my parents. Like I'm done. This was like I took 1 and went to 12 in a really short period of time. And the longer that I've been in recovery and examining my own life and maybe what led me to that point, because I mean, maybe you know, I don't know what the science is in terms of genetics or being predisposed. I had some things that happened at an early age that I think I wanted to turn off. And it wasn't until relatively recently that I've kind of examined those and seen other men in the recovery community open up about sexual trauma from an early age and be open and willing to talk about things that happened to them, things that like definitely growing up I never heard about, and up until relatively recently finding a community of men in recovery, I never heard people talk about openly in meetings. So I'm like, maybe that was the reason why. I don't know exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I think it's always a collection of things rather than it being one thing. But when you're talking about recovery now, and congratulations on just an incredible journey to recovery. When it was at its lowest point, which sounds like it was when you were at your highest point externally, you were at your lowest point internally, and it's actually not as surprising. Like that happens so often.
Right.
Like you hear that so often that people had their best moments externally and their worst moments internally.